Welcome to another video, you guys. Hey everyone, welcome to another video. I swear I picked the wrong time to start making videos. Pardon that light, it's getting dark outside a little bit. This video is sponsored today by A and UTV Pro. It's going to be this extra storage for your Honda Pioneer. I don't know if this one fits in the 1000 or not. I guess I should have looked up that first, but it's for your Honda Pioneer 700. It might be the same size for your 1000. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. But with a lot of videos coming out now of the new 2003, 2004, 2023, 2024 videos of the Honda Pioneer 700s, they are starting to have this under storage on the higher end models. And it's funny because when they add this to it and they add like one more little thing to it, it's like $1,000 or $1,500 more for the make, or for the style or design or the class of Honda Pioneer 700. This thing don't cost $1,500. So I don't want to say we're getting ripped by Honda, but maybe a little bit, or a lot, or a whole bunch. So A and UTV, they have these on sale. Now, I don't remember the exact price. See, this is stuff I should have looked up. So I'll drop a picture right now of what it is going for. Now you've seen that, I know it's way under 500 bucks for sure. I'm guessing in the 3 range, maybe even the 2, not 100% sure. But way better for you to get it than to pay that money to Honda when you buy the model. Now, if you're not handy at all and you don't think you could do this, I guess that makes sense. And to everybody, you do what you think's right for you. But for me to save that kind of money and just buy it from A and UTV and do it myself, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Now that I blabbed enough, let's get to installing it, because I went through the instructions. I was going through these instructions because I always do that before I start a project and then kind of get hung up while I'm doing it. Now, one of the first things they want you to do first in it is you got holes. I mean, let me zoom in on that. Yep, can you guys see that? You got holes on your dash, okay? And these 4 middle ones, not the end ones, they're going to want you to drill them out. Now, when it said the size to drill it out, I was like, no way. Does it really want me to do? Did I say this was from A and UTV Pros? I hope I did. Anyways, squirrel, it wanted you to do a half inch hole. That's huge. It's like as big as your thumbnail. That's a huge hole to do. You know, even when you do rivets in all the Hondas, they only call for 3/8. Now, it does call for 3/8, and I've learned you can even do this 5/16 hole, and the rivets work perfect for that. Want me to do a 1-inch hole? Well, why do they want you to do that? Because they want you to use this rubber anchor. Now, if anybody's ever done any kind of drywall anchors, this is kind of what this is acting like. It's going to anchor, it's going to pull it tight, and then this is actually going to squish. And it is rubber. It's going to squish tight under the dash and hold it tight, just like a drywall anchor would kind of do. This stuff, I don't know if the vibration would start to cut through it, even though it feels like it might have some sort of metal. No, yeah, maybe. Yeah, you see that? It might have some sort of metal in there. So even this rubber goes bad, did that metal stay there? But I don't understand this, and I don't want to insult them, so let me tell you what they wanted you to do, and then you make the choice if you want to do it or not. But if you buy this, you're going to make that choice anyway. So should I really show you? Let's do it anyways. So coming over here, and I already took them out. So the very first hole, which is on the end, that has a bolt in it. The rest of the holes, which I don't know if I even need that light. Maybe I do. The rest of the holes have these push pins in them. I took one out already. right here. So they want you to take this and drill that out to a 1-inch hole and push this in there so you can screw the thing on. Why are we doing that? I don't understand why we're doing that. So what I did, already tested it. You can either reuse these and you just push them into there. And then they give you a longer bolt here to put into it instead of using the one that came out of it. Well, I put the stock one in and it works. And we're gonna do all this down the road. So I'm abolishing that step. And I think that's a good idea, because if there's some reason you ever want to take this storage out, you didn't drill out, which you're not going to do it to the first one. You're only going to do it to the 4. You're not going to drill out a 1-inch hole, because then you can't ever put these pop rivets back in. You kind of destroyed that whole theory. And I don't understand why they're making us drill that out anyways to use their anchors when you can just do it with the rivets, other than they're thinking it's going to make it more stability, more strong. But then they come over here, which you're going to see later, and we put brackets on the side, and we're only using push rivets there. Makes no sense unless they've done it themselves and it pulled off because of weight. I don't know, but we're going to do it this way. Now I'm going to save the hardware, and you can always come back later and re-drill these holes, these 4 in the middle, and put theirs in. But when I'm still using a metal screw here, which you'll see and you understand, and that's going to make it super strong on the right and on the left, I don't know why I need them down the middle. And everything, which makes you laugh, everything right here for Honda, and you look a lot in Honda places, look right here's another one. These pop rivets are everywhere. So, not insulting A and UTV. They probably did it because they were afraid that someone is going to put a lot of weight in here and it's going to pull on the dash and those rivets are going to pop out. And they very well might. But for right now, I'm skipping this whole step of drilling those 4 middle ones out and pushing their little, what I call drywall anchors in, but they're plastic anchors. I'm not pushing those in there because I don't want to drill that big of a hole. I'm just going to reuse my pop rivets that I already have to take out to make those holes bigger. So that makes it nice. We skipped a whole step there. So now the next step is putting these extra supports on the side of this, which they give you the hardware for it. I don't think I need to go into exactly how the hardware is. Now the big thing on it was their different shapes. Looking at the pictures, I believe that, and I don't know if they're all going to come, but they both come with a notch, that this notch would be on the bottom. So if you go to the back of it, that notch will be on the bottom of it, and you install that. So that's what we're going to do next, is install these on the side of it. And the reason we're doing that is I have to mount it on there. Then we're going to have to take these plates on the sidewall, get yourself a Sharpie, and mark the holes in the middle. And then take it all off. I mean, I'm sure you could be crazy and try to drill underneath there, but if you see how much room's underneath there, nah, you're going to want to mark it, take it back off, which I don't think I need to put it completely perfect on, but I probably will just to be sure. And then take this out, and you have to drill out. They call for, but it calls for in the instructions 3/8, which I'm just going to do 5/16. And then they give you pop rivets. That's what I was telling you guys earlier. And these pop rivets go here and hold it down. Well, I feel like I'm getting way ahead of myself. I haven't went and bought extra pop rivets just in case I wanted to do it different, which I am 100% doing it different. You know what I liked about this? I just realized that. You guys can see, I feel like this light is like glaring. Does that work? That makes it worse. All right. It's like you can see the shadow of the camera and it's messing up stuff. Let me get back a little bit. Can you guys see that? See they got holes right there. I just realized that. And what that is, that's a drain hole. They got one right here too. That's nice. So if it gets rain and you get rain inside of this as you're driving, or for some reason, you know, you at least know you won't have standing water inside these cubbies. They're just going to drain out. They really designed it really well. All right. So, sorry, I didn't know what the hell that noise was. So, all right, so once again, I'm going to get to installing these. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Like I said, I put these end cap things on. And like I said, it comes with a notch on it, and I put that on the bottom. If you think of it, this has a longer cut. It goes, I don't know if you can see that. It goes like past where my thumb is right there. It goes past the hole, and the other cut is higher up. So that's on the bottom on either side. At least that's what the instructions look like. We'll find out when I go to put this on. So I went over here, and I love Honda. This is the second time I've had this happen with Honda. Probably my only really pet peeve with it. Go to pull this one out, and you can tell that it was starting to strip. It was hard to screw out. And that's on the end. The other one over there, not a problem to get out. I've had that with Honda. I actually have on my Honda the seat right here. It's screwed in the back. One of them is completely stripped, and it's stripped inside. The only way to get it off would be to cut it off. Like, I mean, literally cut the screw off. And then, I don't know, try to tap out or get that stripped piece out of there. I don't know. But for right now, until I have to replace this back seat for something, which might be never, that's in there. But if I ever have to take this off for anything, which I can't remember what I was taking off. I think I was taking it off when I was doing the seat belt override. But this, I can only like turn it upward. I can't take it completely off. The valves, I think they took it off when they did the valves. I could be wrong. So I don't know if it was the dealership that messed it up or Honda. I don't know. But this one, the dealership would have no reason to take it off, and it was stripped. So I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? But nothing's ever perfect in life. If it was, like I tell everybody, we wouldn't have parts stores. So anyways, I went through and took all the, you can see the pop rivets out, push rivets, I guess you call them. I took them out, so they're all out. And now, once again, like I said, I didn't drill any holes. I'm not going to do their whole 1-inch holes and put their little, I call them rubber anchors, like drywall anchors. I'm not doing that. But now you need to take this over, because we need to mark those underneath. So I did have my son out here, and I'm probably going to call him to help do it, just because I can't hold one end up and the other end up at a time. But I'm just kind of giving you guys ideas. So this is going to go in like that, and then we're going to mark the holes and then drill them out. So I'm going to get my son out here. We're going to put this on there to mark the holes, and we'll be right back and show you, because their holes are going to end up being, I'll put the light over there. The holes are going to end up being right there, and I'm going to have to drill the holes on the sidewall. And then you just put push pins in it, like you take out of right here, or that, like what was on the ground right there. So it's not very hard. That's probably the hardest part. Once you get those out, because now that's all we're drilling. We're not doing their drilling things in here. You're just putting stuff back on that you did. And I think that's way easier. Like I said, the only reason I could think they want you to put their huge anchors, which I don't know if they're really heavy duty. Like I said, Honda, everything on Honda is push pins anyways, is they're thinking maybe that's going to be heavy and they don't want it to rip off or pop off. But then on the ends right here, this one and the end over there, they got the thread in. So the only ones that are making you put those 1-inch holes was the 4 middle. I don't know. I'm risking it. I really am. I'm going to save the hardware, and I'll give you guys an update. But I'm thinking we don't need to do that step like I said earlier. And I'm really not going to do that step, because if down the road I want to take this off, you didn't put big old 1-inch holes in your dash. You can just take it off and put the push rivets back in, and you didn't destroy nothing. I mean, even on the side here, if you're going to have holes on the side over there, you could even just take the rivets out and put the rivets back in, and it'll just look like, it won't look like empty holes. It'll just look like this. So anyways, all right, I'll be back, guys. Alrighty, guys, I'm kind of skipping around this video because I keep having to do stuff. I was just making dinner. But so, get the light up there. So what did I do? I went and screwed the ends on right here. I didn't put a rivet there, but I put a rivet here and here, skipped there, and then put the screw in there. You know what I'm talking about. And then this is the hardware from the Honda. I'm not using their hardware. And these are the rivets from the Honda. I'm not using their hardware. So just remember that. Now, when I was looking at the side of it, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. When I was looking at the side of it right there, see how it goes like at an angle? And I thought, oh, maybe I need to push that in before I mark the brackets underneath. But if I do that, like especially this side, I started marking it, you'll see this come apart from the dash. See how that's opening up? And I don't want that. I want this to be perfectly flush. So I'm assuming it needs to be at that angle, which would make sense because it gives it more angle for this also to like hold stuff from flying out. So make sure this is completely smooth all the way across before you go underneath. And I'll show you underneath now. I hope I can get under there and show you underneath. This is something that, yeah, you can kind of see the bracket up there. The bracket right there. So you got to get underneath there and mark the holes with a Sharpie. So that's what you're gonna drill out. So you got to mark those holes. This side's even worse because it's got this bigger cubby, and there's not much room right underneath here where your hand is. But you can still feel it, and you can still get a Sharpie in there, but you definitely can't get a drill in there. So then that's why they say to mark it and then take that screw back out, and then the two rivets in the middle and the other screw, and then take it off, drill the holes, and put it back on. Now, when I did mount these on the side of this right here, these two screws, I did make sure I pushed the bracket all the way to the outside before tightening them down, because I wanted to make sure it was sitting flush against the sidewall, which it is. So I'm glad I decided to do that, because you could push it the other way and then you'd have this gap that you're trying to drag it over. So make sure you push it all the way out, the brackets. And does it say that in instructions? I don't think so. So when you're installing this, make sure you're pushing that bracket all the way this way to the outer part before you tighten it down. Now you're going, what screws did I use? It's pretty explanatory with this big mess. You got these long ones, and these are the ones that they wanted us to use with the hardware with, I think I made one. Yeah, right here with this. But I'm just reusing the screws that come on the Honda instead of using theirs. Now, these are just a little bit longer. Those fit. I don't know why I would need their longer ones. But you got them if you need them, if you want to use them. Now, and then also we're not using the rivets. Like I said, that light's kind of messing up things. I'm not using these rivets, like I said. And then, so these long ones they're ones, like I said, and the ones that hold on those metal brackets on the side are the shorter ones, which you can see them next to each other. Shorter ones. And then you put a washer, put it through another washer, and then a nut. And they give you plenty extra, which is crazy. I mean, they give you a lot of extra, actually. And tons of washers. They didn't hold back on giving you extra stuff. Now, they do give you those 4 holes I need to drill out in those brackets. They give you the push pins of theirs for it. And, yeah, so that's good. I bought these thinking I would need them, and I didn't need them. Wow, a waste of $6. Oh, no. Save it for later for something else. But, so, yeah, so cool. I just got, like I said, mark those holes with a Sharpie, drill them out. I'm only going to, they say to use a 3/8. I'm going to use a 5/16. I think that's way big enough. I'll find out if it's not. And we'll go from there. But like I said, make sure you push those brackets all the way out to the side. You know, when it's on there, push them all the way out to the side. Don't move once you got it on there. And you might want to put all of them on there. You know, you might want to put all the pop rivets on there. But make sure it's nice and smooth, because once you drill those holes out, you don't want to make this have creases in it. You want it to be nice and smooth. So when it's set in there with these metal screws on the side, just let it sit there, because that's pretty much how it's going to look when it's done. Need a flashlight. See, I'm sorry, guys. I really just need to stop doing these videos when it's at night. I got like the worst lighting in this garage. But see how that seam on top looks nice and smooth? That's how you're gonna want to look. And it's just sitting there. That's how it's gonna look when I'm done. I just need to drill those holes out for those brackets. And then it's just those push pins, just like we have all over Honda, just like right there. You just push those in there. Like I said, they supply the 4 for that. But I need to mark them, take it back off, drill the holes, and put it back on and push those in there. So let me get it off, drill the holes, and actually mark them first, and then we'll go from there, okay? All right, guys, I got it off again. It's sitting right here. I marked the holes with a Sharpie, which you can't see them. There they are. See the little black marks? And I wonder if I can get my light to stay there. If I can, cool. And then I'm just gonna use this 5/16 drill. I'm gonna just, that light ain't working very good, huh? With my arm in the way. Once again, me doing videos at night on y'all. So sorry. So then I'm just gonna put that in the middle, and this is just 5/16. And drill it out. Now, it says to be careful, don't push really hard, because you don't want to hit something on the back side and drill a hole through it. I didn't even see if that was filming. Was it filming? Let's do the other one. Hopefully it was filming. So, now these... So yeah, so look at that. I don't know why it says to use that 3/8. Plastic is so more forgiving, and when you're drilling, you could actually make the hole bigger by accident in just like a second or two. So better to start off small than to go too big. That's how you do that. So I'm gonna drill the other side out, which the other side will be easy also. Once it's out of there, there's the holes. Once the thing's out of there, it's easy to get to these holes now, but when you put the thing on, you really have to get your hand under there to push in the rivets. But still ain't that hard. So let me drill those out and then get it back on. See you in a sec. Hey everybody, kind of got it on there, back on again with the screws in, all the push rivets, and once again, oh, and make sure you push this through before you put it all on. Just a heads up on that little rubber grommet there. Let me see that real quick. Oh, hit my elbow. That should just pop back on, I would hope. Not like I use it very often, but huh. Oh, there it goes. So yeah, you might want to make sure you got that in there, right? As you guys just saw, I didn't have it in there perfectly, right? But it looks all right once it's in there. I don't know why I got my hand up, sorry. Yeah, I hope that doesn't mess with anything. So I do like how this does look very flush across. Doesn't look like it has any gaps whatsoever, which is impressive. I will admit, this is really good quality stuff, guys. I mean, it's not like junk that you're getting sent. And I'm not insulting their idea either by them doing that. I think my way is way easier, because you literally just take it off. You're just gonna use your hardware. The only thing you're mounting is those brackets right here, and drilling out those holes on the side, and then using their push rivets, and all your old hardware just goes right across the top. And I think that's honestly how it looks like when it comes from the manufacturer when they put theirs on. I could be wrong though, but I think it is that way. That hole's kind of a little weird, but still seems flush, so I'm not worried about it. Anyways, I was gonna try to show you guys me putting, not like it really matters, me putting these rivets in underneath here. I don't know if I can get under there to show you. Well, I don't think I can get under there to show you. Can you guys see that? Yeah, there it is. All right, you can see that. So, I'm just filling. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see my hands in the way. Maybe like that. I don't think you guys really need to see this, do you? I feel silly doing it. So see, and then, ta-da! That's how you do the brackets. Just got that one more to do. What I do with it, there it is. I'm not gonna show you, I'm gonna stick my hand under there and do it myself instead of me having to try to hold the camera and feel for it. With me not doing it that way. Push with my thumb, ta-da, that was the last rivet. Like I said, I tightened down on these already, and the manufacturer ones fit, and the hole's perfect. So I don't know. Guys, I'm gonna try it this way. Like I said, I'll give you a heads up if for some reason this is gonna fall off, but with all those brackets on there, both of these got like a little bit of wiggle, like watch that, because they're the rivets, but that's just how it's gonna be with the rivets. But looks really good. I like it. Can you guys even see that? Let me get up here. Oh, this is something everybody's gonna wanna know. Do my knees hit? Nope, not at all. Can you guys see that? See how far away my knee is from it? Do. I know. You guys want a measuring tape there? I'm gonna guess 6 to 7 inches. I'm 6 foot, so I think even if I was 6'5", my knees would maybe be right there. So plenty of room out of the way. Cubbyhole is really big. I think I could get a firearm in this one maybe. This one might be just as big as for like some tissue. I bet you my phone would fit. Oh, you guys can't see it because I'm using my phone to film. Ow, I hit my elbow again. I bet you my phone would fit in there, no problem. A piece of cake would fit in there. Get some light. My phone would fit in that one, no problem. This one's really big. So the one over here is super big. You could really put a lot in this one. That goes really back. But I like how they're like angled down so stuff isn't gonna come flying back out. And then they also put those drain holes because they have it angled down. So if any water gets in there, it drains out those drain holes. Even this one, I need to get a light on it. Even this one down here between, right here under the driver thing, this one's really, really deep for the size. It is elongated. There we go. It's elongated, but it's really deep, and it's got that same little angle on it. So you could put a lot of stuff in there. I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to tell you that the new models are starting to put this on their on you know what I mean, the trim that you pick. They're starting to say this is an upgrade trim work, you know, kind of like the power steering or something like that. They're saying that this new cubby holes is an upgraded trim for if you get like the bigger, the elite trim on your Honda Pioneer 700, which is funny to me because they just started that and it's like, really? This is the upgraded trim on this machine? And I didn't get it. I did not get it on this one. So I'm just thinking it's funny that I didn't try to make sure that was correct before. And it is, it's just a little bit, the circle's a little bit off, but that's nothing to worry about because once you push this on it, you can't even see that it's off. And I never use this anymore. I think I used it once. I mean, it'll run like the air compressor if you get like a flat, a 12 volt, but I have this up here and that's where I like plug in my phone if I want to charge my phone or something. But it didn't mess nothing up. I mean, worst case, it's just a little off a little bit, but the one from manufacturer is probably off too. But I like the rivet idea of it. I really do, guys. All right, I'm just rambling on. This is an awesome thing to buy. Way cheaper. Like I said, if you go and look at when you're getting the upgraded model of the Honda Pioneer 700, they say, oh, it comes with this cubby hole thing and all that. And it comes with, I can't remember what else, $1,500 more. Whoa, this doesn't cost $1,500 more. Like I said, I did it myself, and maybe they're charging you for someone doing it, but really? You drilled 4 holes, you used all the hardware already on it, and it popped right on. Like plug and play. I'm sorry, I think it's a best product I've ever gotten and the easiest installation. You know, some people might get frustrated with marking the holes. If you just have a Sharpie and you put it in the hole, then run around in a circle. You probably saw that when I drilled it. Run around in a circle. It's really not that hard, because then you know that the middle is somewhere. Even if you only do like a 3/4 of a moon or a half a moon, you know the middle where the circle is. That's probably the hardest part, is just getting your hand in there and following the edge of the inside of the circle with a Sharpie. Ooh, but yeah. And it's just this side. This side, no big deal at all. It's that side because that cubby hole's bigger. Gosh, I wish I was in the daylight. I'll probably take you know, I might not even finish this video here. I might just come out tomorrow morning and show what this looks like in the daylight and then finish the video there. So, to be continued. Hey everyone, so yeah, that was pretty fast. Jumps to the next day, huh? Look at all that beautiful light where you can see it now. Now, if you guys were watching closely on this put together, you'd realize we were missing a crucial step in it that I found out after I did it. After I stopped it. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm missing a step here. There's a middle bracket. Oopsie. And it actually states when you're doing it to, I believe, to do it while you're doing the side brackets. I'm already deviating from this project a whole bunch by using my old hardware and by not drilling these out and using their hardware. So why not deviate a little bit more? So this bracket, can you guys even see that? Of course you can't. So we're gonna need a light anyways. You can kind of see it right there, the bracket going there. Let me get a light. Because even in the daylight, you still can't see the bracket underneath it. That makes total sense, right? I was running my Foreman, so I have the fan trying to cool it off. Long story. But let's get a light under there for you guys. Yeah, so the bracket right there, you see it? All I did, guys, since I already had the whole dash on, and what's crazy is this is, to me, overkill of a bracket right here, because this thing was so sturdy already without it. This just made it even more sturdy. So all I did was come in here with those short bolts again and put, you know, the bolt, the washer through a washer and then a nut. And there's 2 of them. I tightened that down. And then you're gonna laugh, I actually had so much room right here, and I can kind of show you, I guess, because I don't think I took the drill bit off yet. Nope, I didn't. I just had my son come out, and my son just came out right here, and right here, he just put a little pressure, and all that did was made that, sorry, getting in the way. All right, I hit a button, I'm sorry. But all he did by putting that pressure on right here, where my hand is, it pushed the bracket up. And then I just took the drill, because there's so much room right here, and just drilled the holes out through the hole. I didn't even mark it. I just drilled it right through the bracket holes, and then I pushed the push pins in, and then I was done. So sorry for forgetting that step, but if I think about it, if you just do that step after like that, to me that was actually super easy, because then you didn't have to mark those. You just done, piece of cake. I don't know, I'm just saying. Now everybody's gonna ask, you know, when I said that these screws, I wanted to make sure I said, so are these screws long enough because the other ones are longer? Can I use my own, the hardware that comes with it? I didn't realize this, but if you come underneath here, where was it that I saw it? Is it up in there? Yeah, so right there, you guys see that metal? It's hard to hold a flashlight. and show you guys at the same time and point it out. But right there, you guys see that? If you look at it, you can see the threads coming out of the nut that's permanent there. And then you can also look down there and you can see your push pin that comes out and has plenty. I don't know, guys, can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see that, but the push pin comes out and has plenty coming out of it. So if you're worried about it, you can look underneath and, okay, I'm the worst filmer today, so I keep hitting the buttons and stopping it from filming because I keep switching my hands. But anyhow, so this is what it looks like when it's done. I like that if you do that bracket, like I said, and do the sides better, because I've seen other people do these and they end up having big gaps. The only little gap that I have is right here. You can kind of get your fingernail in there, but that's right where I had to push down for that bracket to touch. And you could literally come right here in the middle and get another push pin and drill a hole. You're not hurting your dash or nothing like that, and put another push pin there, but I don't think it's too bad. We'll see, but it's really flush, really smooth up against it. That's how I want to see it. It looks like it just came that way. A lot of room. Already got a pair of protective sunglasses in there, protective eye gear in there. So this shows you how big that is, kind of give you an idea with the sunglasses in there. Like I said, this one for sure fit a phone or papers or tissue in that. And then this one, man, you can, like my hand goes all the way back in there and there's still room in the front. This one can fit a lot. I'd almost guess, I mean, bet you I could fit, because this seems a little as deep as that. I mean, if this was just a little bit more over here, this would be the same size as your glove box. So think about that. You're getting another glove box and then all that room over there. Definitely worth it. Like I said, all the new Hondas, if you get the right, I was stumbling on this. I watched my videos from last night and I kept going. I couldn't figure out the same model, upgrade. Well, there's different, and I see I'm stumbling on again. I can't think of the right word to use, but there's different, I guess I should just say models. There's different models of the Honda Pioneer 700-4 you can get. There's ones that just come simple that, they're not a -4. They're just, just the back, not with the fancy wheels, not with the paddle shifting, this is the deluxe model. This one was. Well, now they're starting to do certain deluxe models that they're adding this as part of the upgrade on it, the storage here. And if you go look at it online, go to Honda Power Sports, you'll see that when they upgrade it, they upgrade like something else too, like, oh, power steering, or well, okay, I got power steering, but they're like charging a whole bunch of money. And this thing, I look back and I'll put it in there, a picture of it at the beginning. You guys already saw that. It's like it's under $200 you can get this for right now. So you'd be better off going to, UTV Pro and buy it from them than pay the dealership. Like I said, unless you aren't mechanical, but you guys just watched my video. This wasn't hard at all. This was a piece of cake to put on there. You'd be kind of nuts not to do it through them. So I'll put the link in the description for it, so you guys want to go buy it. And that's it, guys. Hope you like this video. It's really long. I'm sorry. It's super long. I got off on some tangents talking like I am now. But this is a wonderful product. I think it looks awesome. I'm glad I got to be sponsored by UTV Pro and that they let me do this. And that I got to show you guys and let you guys go and get one. So keep the powder dry, and we'll see you on the next one.